Hi, it's Imogen Lamport from Inside Out Style, coming to answer your colour and style questions. First one in the lucky dip today comes from Vera, who says, I would love to feel feminine in my clothes. I have a V figure, which is very strong, and have always felt very masculine because of it. I was not born with style, so it's always a struggle to choose and combine clothes, and I rarely feel good in what I choose. And with my figure, it's always a problem to find nice clothes which make my back and breasts but wouldn't be too big around my belly. How can I look more feminine while flattering my V-shaped figure? So when you have a V-shaped figure, you can often feel very broad in the shoulders and narrow through the hips, which is, the more traditionally masculine sort of shape. And so you can feel too that you're not very feminine. And too often, particularly if you have this shape, because maybe you've been a swimmer or some sort of athlete which has built up those shoulders. Not everybody has been, but it comes very commonly with swimmers and people who do a lot of working out as well. That then some of the really soft sort of feminine fabrics don't look right on this body shape either. Because they're too soft for this harder shape. And then of course we've got the problem of fit, which you've also mentioned, Vera, that it's hard to get things that are big enough through the shoulders and then fit through the waist. So number one, I think, is you just have to accept alterations. Because your shape is outside of manufacturing standard, which most of us have a shape that's not quite manufacturing standard, so you are not alone there. We all need to get alterations. And the key to, having clothes that fit and flatter is to actually accept you're going to need alterations. Buy for the part of you that is larger, so that fits in, and have the other bits taken in. It is the only way. Really, if we think about it, women can have very different body shapes. Some of us have wider hips, some have narrower, some have a belly, some have a flat belly. Some have bigger boobs, smaller boobs, rounder butts, flatter butts, like bigger arms, all the different sorts of shapes and sizes we can have. Yet we all expect to walk into the same store, pick up kind of the same garment, and it's got to fit us all, which is really crazy when you think about, how varied our bodies really are. So instead of kind of having a go at yourself and feeling bad, or also too is understanding that the garment manufacturing industry is just trying to get the maximum number of people into clothes. They're not actually making them to make you look good necessarily. So to know that if you find something that you like and that fits your shoulders and your bust, so the parts of you that need to fit, then just having the waist taken in, this is where it's quite often a very simple alteration to make the waist fit. It's more complicated to change other things about a garment, but that can often be one of the easier alterations. I recently I bought a jacket, and it was to fit the shoulders and my bust. The waist was a bit big, so I just put some darts in down the back. So I just took in little bits of fabric around it, and it just brought the waist in. So this kind of alteration is very simple, and it's going to give you that shape you require. So number one, go for alterations. Number two, if you are feeling more masculine, have a look at my blog posts about yin and yang, and have a look at making sure that in every outfit you have yin elements, that they are not all yang. Now you need to bring in the ones that relate to you, but as long as you add some yin elements into any outfit, that is going to give you the feeling of being more feminine. Also with a V shape that comes in and flares out can also be very flattering, because when it flares out again, that balances your shoulders. So having the current trend of wide leg pants and flared pants actually work really well on your shape. So embrace those trends when they're around, but do look at those yin elements of design. And it could be curvy patterns, it could be florals, it could be lighter colors. There's lots of different ways we can soften down an outfit so that you don't look masculine if that is not what you're after. So there are just a few little things to think about. And thank you for your questions, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. We've gone back into lockdown, so we can have a very quiet one, but I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.